Welcome back to another Tier That. Today we'll be tiering the periodic table of elements. Obviously, we can't do all of them. Well, obviously, we could do all of them, but that would take forever. So let's just jump right in. This is going to take a while, anyways. We got copper. This one's just jumping out to me. Copper, if any of you play Minecraft, is F tier. No reason for copper. Also, if you play Terraria, F tier. Copper's worthless. Yeah, I don't need to really go into that. Aluminum, that's a pretty nice one. You got foil. I don't know if there's really anything else to use aluminum for, but conductive, I think. Maybe it's not, because I'm not actually sure if aluminum foil conducts heat. But you make those emergency blankets out of, well, at least it looks like aluminum if it's not, so that's good. So B tier. Lithium, we gotta give that A tier because the batteries, and where would we be without batteries? Helium's S tier because it's awesome. It's a noble gas, so it's not dangerous, and it also makes you sound like a chipmunk. Also, it's extremely important to us, and yet here we are putting it in balloons, and we have a very limited amount of it. But the thing itself is S tier. Hydrogen, we've got to give. It's also very useful. But unfortunately, it is very reactive, which is good because that's how we have water and whatnot, but also not great if you're the Hindenburg. Beryllium, pretty C tier. I don't really know what anyone does with beryllium. Boron, yeah, it's like calling someone a moron, but you said B instead, so boron's also C tier. I don't really know what you use boron for. Carbon's S tier. Because it's the building block of life. We need it for all life. So I give that S tier. Nitrogen. Nitrogen is what like 70% of the air is made up of, and it's also reactive. So I'll give it B tier because it's pretty good. Oxygen. Oxygen's pretty S tier. We need that. We need that pretty bad. Obviously, H and O, very important for water. O also very important for breathing. So I think that's a pretty good. And, ozone also makes up ozone, which, keeps the sun from absolutely wrecking us. So fluorine is, it's D tier. It's toxic, and it's like chlorine, but with an F. So not great. Neon's pretty cool. It's a cool color, safe, noble gas. We'll give neon's a solid B tier. Sodium, delicious. We need that for our NaCl, NaCl. Salt, also just also kind of fun because it reacts and blows up. Just when exposed to air, so that's kind of cool. Iron. Well, you see, here's the problem with iron. Iron's good. Iron's good. Limited resources, well. I guess what isn't, but. Iron, we'll give iron. Iron's probably it's probably on the same tier as aluminum. And iron is great, but iron's also not great because if the sun never gets to the point where it's fusing iron, the star will collapse. Which it was a long time from now because I think our star is still fusing hydrogen into helium, so it's still pretty young. But once it gets to fusing into iron, that's when the star collapses. So make sure you keep that. Remember that. It's a warning for you. Silicon's S tier. Makes all the cool stuff in our world, electronics and whatnot. This video wouldn't be possible without silicon. So, vanadium's probably C tier. I don't really know what they do with vanadium, but I assume it's pretty cool. So go vanadium. Yttrium, also gonna. What on earth just happened to yttrium? Rubidium. Rubidium is this is ruthenium. Sorry, my bad. Ruthenium is clearly D tier. It's got a 44, and I don't know what ruthenium is actually, but I'm sure it's not great. So, zinc's pretty good. I don't know what to put zinc though. Zinc's probably just as good as we're putting all these metals in B tier. So zinc, there's that one Doofenshmirtz plot he has where he's collecting zinc and wants to make zinc foil. and he doesn't know what else to do with it. He wrote, I think he wrote Big Laundry down too. It might have been a different episode, but oh well. Manganese. That's also just D tier. It's like magnesium, but it's manganese instead. Cobalt. Cobalt's okay. We'll give. I don't know. Cobalt. There's nothing special about cobalt, so we'll probably just. Well, I don't know. Cobalt's. It's better. Is it better than? We'll give it B tier. Cobalt. It's used for making refrigerators. At least that's what I assume because it's called cobalt refrigeration. Just kidding. I don't actually know what it's used for, so that's that. Okay, so we got the second wave of crap. Oh, look, there's the rest of yttrium right there. Okay, so we have tin. Now, tin's F tier because it's SN for tin, and that doesn't make any sense. Now, you might think Fe iron, but the Fe, it stands for ferrium, which is the Latin for iron. But SN, there's no S in tin, so that's just ridiculous. So silver, also D tier because once again, AG for silver. I don't know what they were going for there, but obviously not great. Chlorine's S tier, keeps your pools clean. Also, 21 Pilots has a song called Chlorine. I don't know if I need to say much more about that. Francium's F tier because, looks like we got that same yttrium thing going on there. Francium is F tier because it begins with an F. Mercury, we'll give it. No, you know what? We'll give mercury F tier because mercury used to be in thermometers, and now I'm always worried to use a thermometer put in my mouth because I might get cancer. Also Hg instead of like My, so that's game over for you. Gold also has a similar problem to these strange letterings, but gold, we all love gold, so gotta give gold A tier where it belongs. Barium, looks like it's having the same problem as yttrium as well. There we go. Barium is I don't know. I don't know what barium does. Barium's not that cool. Bismuth, F tier because I have no idea how to say it or what it is. Hafnium. Wow, we really just what a great run we have. Hafnium is hafnium's cool. I think it's like half a. We'll give it C tier. I don't really know. Once again, no idea what hafnium is. Lead, PB. It's got to be. Lead. Yeah, lead's not good. Lead gives you cancer as well, just for being by it. So that's not cool. Also, it's PB, which obviously makes you think of peanut butter. And it's lead, so if they put like warning PB on the label, you might die. So that's not great because you might just think, hey, peanut butter. Tungsten's a really useful metal if you're playing Terraria, but also it's a W for a T. I don't see any W's in tungsten. Maybe they thought if you connected the U and the N, it almost looked like a W. So we'll have to give tungsten D tier for that reason. Also in Terraria, silver and tungsten are equivalent, so that makes sense. Oh, seaborgium. That's obviously worthless. I don't know what seaborgium is. Now uranium that's a controversial element, isn't it? So it's I don't know. Obviously it makes weapons of mass destruction, which isn't great. I live in fear every day because of uranium, but also it helped push forward nuclear power as well. That and plutonium, actually, we should probably tier these together. Although plutonium's kind of got a cooler name than uranium, in my opinion. So I think plutonium belongs in the A tier. But uranium, I don't know. Plutonium's also always like the thing the bad guy wants in the Bond movie. So it probably should be docked a little. So you know what? We'll put uranium. I don't know. This is really tough. So we'll just settle on C tier for both of them. because you just Einsteinium is probably radioactive if I had to guess because it's got a really high number. But it's named after Einstein, so that's pretty cool. So I gotta go. We'll go B tier because it's probably radioactive, but Einsteinium. Argon, I believe, is another noble gas, and nobility deserves A tier in this case. Sorry, neon. Potassium is cracked. Potassium's fun because it's in bananas. And also, when exposed to air, it will just explode even more than sodium. So that's kind of cool. Actually, now that I mention it, I think, I don't know. Oh, there it is, cesium. I was about to say I haven't done cesium yet. Cesium is pretty cool. We'll give it B tier. Purely because it also explodes, and its explosion is like even bigger than potassium or any of the others. So this was francium and this was yttrium. For those of you who are just joining us now, there's stuff somewhere over here. I just don't know what happened to it. Anyways, so this is another tier that video, and that's some of the elements. If I missed any of your favorites, let me know. We can always make another one. But other than that, I think that's pretty fair tiering of the periodic table of elements. So thank you for watching, and I will see you. This is my mouse. He's doing a little dance. I'll see you in the next one.